Hello everyone, and welcome to The Vortex, where lies and falsehoods are trapped and exposed. I'm Michael Voris. If someone asked you about the Crusades as a Catholic and said, well, the Catholic Church was horrible, look what it did during the Crusades, what would be your answer? Well, if your answer is anything short of the history that has been rewritten and handed down is something less than true, you'd be right. Your answer has to include that. And if someone asked you where the Crusades happened, you'd probably answer, well, in the Middle East. You'd be right, sort of. The Crusades were actually fought over a number of centuries, and from the Middle East all the way to here, right on the coast of the Atlantic Ocean in Portugal. We're standing in the ruins of Orem Castle, a castle that goes all the way back to pre-Roman days. It was the Phoenicians who laid the foundation stones for this castle, which later fell into Roman hands at the end of the Second Punic War in 201 BC. It stayed in the Roman Empire until the barbarian Visigoths captured it, sacked it, and took control of it for centuries. The Visigoth Empire was vast, covering most of the Iberian Peninsula, which is modern-day Spain and Portugal. In the year 411, the Visigoth king was baptized into the Catholic faith by Catholic missionaries, and this castle, this fortress on the top of Mount Orem, stayed and became Catholic. It was Catholic until the year 711, when Muslim forces, which had conquered and swept through all of North Africa, jumped the Mediterranean at Gibraltar, came into the Iberian Peninsula, and ran ransack over the entire Iberian Peninsula, capturing this castle here in Orem. Not only was the fantastic view for miles in every direction an integral part of why this fortress was so important for all the different armies and empires that had it, but a couple of things are actually very interesting about this. In this high mountain, there actually is a wellspring of water, fresh mineral water that flows up here. So while you're under attack, you can defend yourself and not have to worry about being starved because there was a garden over there, and you don't have to worry about going thirsty because you have a natural supply of water. On top of that, and this is interesting for all those guys out there who like this sort of thing, there's secret passages, as you can see here, running all under the foundations of the castle. This was one of the most important military bastions that there was in the Roman Empire, the Empire of the Moors, and the barbarians. We're going to go into one of those secret passages right now. Come along. It's very dark and scary down here. It was from this network of secret passages, that go way down below into the heart of the mountain, that defenders would come up and ward off the attacking forces as they tried to climb up and scale up the sides of this very tall mountain. In the year 1136, it was the Muslim forces that came up these secret passages and ran outside here to defend against the attacking Catholic knights. What they did not know, as one force came up the mountain, another force from the other side was disguised as, get this, olive trees, and were totally missed by the Muslim forces. The Catholic knights scaled the walls, came over, and defeated the Muslim forces here in the castle, thus recapturing the castle on top of Orem Mountain for the church. Under the category of strange and wonderful facts about Catholic history, the daughter of the Muslim chieftain fell in love with the conquering Catholic knight here. Her name was Fatima. When she was baptized, which she was very shortly thereafter, she took the name Oriana, which gives this mountain and this surrounding area its name, as well as the city where our Blessed Mother appeared in 1917. Now, who'd have thunk that anything going on here in Portugal had something to do with the Crusades? Why are we telling you all of this? To let you know that our latest CIA, Catholic Investigative Agency episode on the Crusades, the truth about the Crusades, is now available at realcatholictv.com. We spent a few months working on this, got a lot of research together, and the reason we did is because so many people, so many Catholics are hit right smack in the face with people who know nothing about history, who say, the Catholic Church was horrible, look what it did in the Crusades. Well, they simply don't know history. But we encourage you, highly encourage you, to watch CIA, The Crusades, Catholic Investigative Agency, The Crusades. It's available by clicking on the link right on this page. And sit down, takes about 20 minutes, 25 minutes to watch the whole thing and get a lot of Catholic history for yourself. Understand exactly what was going on at the time and understand how brave these Catholic knights were that came here to free this entire area from Muslim control. This is an incredible story that needs to be told. The whole of Catholic history about the Crusades is not what you've been told. They were defensive wars to recapture lands and wonderful holy sites that had been taken from the church centuries before. That's the truth about the Crusades. And one last little thing, if you get a chance to come to Fatima for the shrine, be sure and come to this mountaintop. This is Orem, the castle at Orem, and there is a wonderful lodge run by a Catholic priest, Father Mariani. He runs it. It's about 100 yards down the mountain slope right here. It's called Casa Alta. You can find it by Googling Casa Alta, Orem, Portugal. It's wonderful. So, in the meantime, please watch this episode of CIA. God love you. I'm Michael Voris.
Please help us keep delivering these kinds of messages that so desperately need to be heard and acted on. Join RealCatholicTV.com today as a premium subscriber. Become immersed in the faith established by Jesus Christ. The Catholic Church is the only hope against evil because that is its God-given mission. As our Lord said, apart from me, you can do nothing. Join RealCatholicTV.com today as a premium subscriber and come to learn and love Christ more deeply.